Welcome to a new day in Empyrion Galactic Survival, and this is the view from the front of my base overlooking this quite large lake in the north of the planet. And if any of you guys watched the previous video, you saw me building this base. What I did off camera, guys, is I've now textured in all the main areas here, put the brickwork around here. I put a band of blue round just to put a bit of colour. I put some solar panels on the roof. And not working at what I would call maximum efficiency, but given the length of the day, I think I'm getting enough power from them to make a difference. I mean, just to show you guys, see here, come here, I'm getting 12%, and I think considering that I'm going to have a series of buildings, each with their own set of solar panels, I think it's going to work. And in here I've coloured all the various components in here white, just to make this room look a bit lighter. And I put a nice kind of wooden simulated wall here. We've got a couple of fridges here and a food processor. I put a bed in, and then in these corners I'll probably put a med center and a repair station, and I think that will fill in this building. I mean, I will add some extra bits and pieces. And in this video I want to do two things, and they're both related to defense. The first one is I want to build one of 4 defense towers here, because the base has been up and running a couple of days and we still haven't had a drone attack. So I'm wondering whether we will get a drone attack if I actually put weapons up. But what I want to do first is build these defense towers up, but I won't put the guns on the top until I'm ready, just as an experiment. So that's the first thing I want to do, and the second thing I want to do is put some offensive capability on the hover vehicle here, and that's what I'm going to start off with first. So what we're going to do is just go in here, and I think I need to unlock the Gatling gun, and we're also going to have some turrets. And what else do I need here? We need a container controller for ammo. I think that's all I need to unlock here. And the only other thing I might want to... No, I'm just going to leave that. I was thinking about making a tier 2 multi-tool, but I can't see the point, guys. And while I'm building this, what I want to do is kick off what I want to build in the main constructor. Where is it? Large constructor. And what we're going to get in here is we're going to make a couple of Gatling guns, a couple of minigun turrets. We're going to need some extra ammunition. Maybe I'll make another, let's make 1,000 rounds. And we also want a ammo container. I think we're going to need about 10, maybe 12 cargo boxes. And I think that's about all I need. I've got some steel blocks in my main ship. The one thing I have noticed is that what I want to do, what I'm thinking about it, is I'm just going to put the ammunition for these cannons into there, so that if I do need to put these cannons on top of the towers quickly, because that's what I'm thinking, is that if I get a warning that there's going to be a drone attack coming in, I can drop these cannons on top of the pre-prepared towers to defend the base. I think general supplies, not general supplies, base supplies, we've got 142. These are armoured concrete blocks, and this is what I'm going to build in here. Now, so far the only hostile activity I've had is from this pteropod that lurks over here, and he's a little bit of a pain in the neck, but he's, on the positive side, he's given me a little bit of XP. Now what I'm going to do, guys, is in this video I'm not going to do all 4 towers. What I'm going to do is just do one, just to show you what I'm thinking of, and I think that's it. And then I will do the remaining ones off camera, because it's just going to be me repeating exactly what I'm going to be doing here. So what I want to do on the top of here is get a bit of a platform that will take the actual cannon, which is, I think it's 3x3 or 4x4, but I think this will be big enough to take the cannon. And nope. Yeah, I think that's the one, isn't it? Bit of a brain fade there, guys. I think, yeah, I need to rotate that in like that. And we're just going to rotate that in like that. And just going to rotate in like that. And that creates the fighting top. I mean, I can always check it. Wow, if I need more space, I can always go up another layer. And then what I'm going to do is put in some blocks like this down to about, well, I think we're just going to go straight into the ground because the drones aren't going to attack the base of the tower. They're going to go over after the guns that are at the top. So we can just come up like that. And the idea is that these towers will take the main damage. Well, that's the theory anyway. I'm just gonna drop that in like that. Well, there's nothing sophisticated about this. This is just me putting in a fairly strong block capability. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Just gonna drop that in there like that. And just gonna keep wanting to rotate it and like that. So that's the idea behind what I'm doing. And I think if we bring this back up, break the connection, just as a quick test. Actually, I think it's constructor out, isn't it? Oh, no. Okay. So I'm not going to place the guns. I just want to, you can see there the way they fit on the top there. Because of the cross pattern, they fit there quite nicely. But as I said, I'm not going to put them on there because that may actually instigate an attack. Just going to grab that actually. Player, I'm going to grab those. The ammunition, I think we can grab. Just going to grab this out. Actually, don't need that just for the moment. And if I go to general supplies here, I should be able to get a texture tool. So now I've got a texture tool, I want to texture as I go. And this will give you guys an idea of what this is going to look like. I do like my brick form here. I think it just makes it look a bit more warmer and not so stark. In concrete and steel is a very stark format, and I think brick's just got that extra little bit of feeling to it. I'm just going to come here, get back, just fill this in, and but all four towers will be brick like this eventually. I'm just going to chuck it in like that. For any of you guys who are new to building and you're wondering how I'm able to build towers away from the main building, what you actually do is, I would have to come back to here, and if we go back to base supplies, do a connection like that, drop that there, and then what you have to do is select the block like that, point at the base where you want to go, press N, and you'll see there it says connect to base. And what that will do then, if I do that option there and press N to toggle the window close, what you'll see is you can place a block away from the base, but because you're told the base that you're going to connect to the base, you don't have to build out like that. I mean, that's the way it works, guys. Anyway, that's just a quick, so just turn that back off again. And now I've got a bit of an interesting situation with this hover vehicle, in the sense that because I put all these containers in, the only place I can really place the ammunition locker is here, which is a little bit unfortunate because the radar scanner thing is in between, but I think I can fix it if we come to construct it out. Oh, actually, sorry guys. Do need to make something else here. And I've just remembered it's to do with where we're going to be going. I need 4 cores. Now that will make sense in a little while as well. And what we need is construct out now. Let's construct out. I thought I'd made some more. What do we call it? Blocks. Oh, there they are. Sorry. Brain went out to lunch there a bit, guys. And what I'm going to do is put this in here. It's going to be a lot more space than is really necessary for a cargo container, but what I'm thinking is that if I do run out of space in the main storage, I can then use this here. I mean, it's all going to be a little bit Heath Robinson. I'm just going to come back to here. Now what I'm thinking is to put the 2 turrets out here. What we're going to have to do is come out like that. And like that. And I'm just going to fill these in here. I can't put any more containers in here as such, because that will actually, if these touch, then that will break the consistency. I think what I'm going to do now is just get down here and I'm going to take out these, because this is where I'm going to put the Gatling guns. I'm just going to snick out those, and I think we can just hook up. Now I am a little bit worried about the balance of whether the... Actually, maybe we can go a little bit further forward. Is that a happy accident, or is it just... I think maybe we'll go a little bit further forward. So maybe I didn't need to take out that other block. So let's just get there, take the chainsaw out, and just pick those blocks up there. We can put a block in there, put the Gatling gun in front like that, and we'll put another block in there. There's me a couple of blocks to fill in there and there. I mean, I could put another container extension here and here, but I don't think I need it. I think what I need to do next is just hook up the minigun turrets. That's only going to let me do one at a time. Okay. I think what I can do... No, I'll do that in a minute. So we'll do one at a time. I mean, I could have done the link through, but... Now the question is, do I come forward like that, or do I put them there? I want them symmetrical around the centre. But if I put them there, that will... Maybe if we go slightly forward like that, that means this is going to overhang that a little bit. I think we'll be okay with that, guys. I mean, if it isn't, we'll just take it off and move it. And I think that's what... Well, I need the cores. I'm just going to pick the cores up. I think while I'm looking at this, the ammo container's here now, so we'll just put the ammunition in there. That gives me 3,000 rounds to play with, so we should be okay with that. I think the other thing also in the container controller's got some blocks, so we'll drop them down there. And is that in roughly the same position? Yep. Oh, that's going to be a bit unfortunate. So if I take that one out and that one out, can do is just put in a solid block there. We can put the... Wow, put a leg there. Hook that up, hook that up. And I think we could just drop that one in there, and then I think just so that it doesn't look as though a bit out of place. We can then put just rotate in one like this on that side. I mean, there's no way this ship's gonna win any awards for beauty. There's no point pretending otherwise. I think I could probably put in a little bit of protection here. Can't tell. Yeah, I think that will work. So just put in a little bit there, and this should counter the weight of the Gatling guns at the front a little bit, and plus that will give a bit of extra protection for the there. I think that's about it, guys. Let me just go in and let's put this up in the one in the container controller. What I want it in is the equipment locker. This is my spares department, just in case things go wrong. And I think that's about it. And I suppose what we really need to do now is go for a test flight. It's a little bit cumbersome. These motors are a bit exposed. I mean, the plan is to eventually get a small vessel and then add a hover tank. So eventually this will just become the milk run ship. Just going to jump in here and just going to power up the thrusters. Now the next thing I need to do is sort out the groups here. I think what I'm going to do is just, yep, I'm not worried about that. Which ones? Well, these are the Gatling guns, these are the turrets. And now I've got a question for you guys. If I leave player faction, NPC factions on, so we'll take that out. I want to take off predators. If any of you guys use these turrets near Talon or Polaris when you don't want to attack them, do they attack arbitrarily, and is that an issue that I need to worry about? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm a little bit worried about, is running around with these mini turret guns active, so they suddenly start shooting up Talon and Polaris, because at the moment I only want to use them against the Xerax. And what we're going to do, guys, now is just make sure that I definitely brought the cores with me. Yes, and we can actually make a, and we need a bit of food as well. Let me just pop another one. Because what I want to do is to go and try these out. We're going to go over here, because I definitely know there's drones over here. So what's the other thing I also want to do is just get out over the water. There's a pteropod. For some reason the pteropods seem to spawn just on the water and then sink into it. I don't know why, but maybe that's just an effective way the spawning process is. Just having a quick look. Well, it seems to be level, which is good. So having the guns on around the centre of gravity seems to have worked. Now we're going to find out. Yeah, you're probably below me, but tough luck, you can't get to me. And of course, we're going to reload the Gatling guns. And we're just going to fly over here, guys, and see. And what I want to do is just to show you is I want to come in here and then core all 4 of these so that I can get the maximum loot out of them possible. That's the idea anyway. But the most important thing is I want to try out and see how effective these turrets are against drones and in a defensive role. So the idea is the Gatling guns are for hunting creatures and maybe patrols, and the turrets are going to be what you could call top cover defense against drones. Now I know for sure that there's a drone hanging around the rear section, which is right in front of us at the moment, and hopefully we'll find a pteropod or something to shoot at as well. So I just want to see what the guns are like as well. Anything here? Nope. Can't see anything just at the moment. Never mind, we'll worry about that later on. What I'm really interested in is the drone. At the same time, I want to make sure that the settings for the group are correct. So I don't want to go just charging in. Let's get a bit of height actually. There's got to be a drone here somewhere. Yeah, I can just see it on the top of the screen. There it is. Now, you guys going to get interested in the drone? Or am I going to have to back off? Nope, you can see the barrels. Oh, you got a. That was a rocket jam drone. You managed to get in a shot against me. That was interesting. I'm just gonna. That is. I can say that. Definitely say that is a success. Right. Now let me see. There is something to the north of me. What I want to do is go up there first, and then put the core, and then work my way back this way, because I would like, if possible, to loot out the cargo boxes, so that we can get plenty of, well, some useful loot from this. God, there's got to be a pteropod lurking around here somewhere, or something I can shoot. Anyway, let's just go this way. Also try and find, yeah, says there's a drone up ahead of us. There it is. There's also something hostile on the radar. That's encouraging. Ow. Of course he's gone underwater of all things, which is a pain in the neck. He should be about here. Let's go a bit down. Is that in there? Or was that just the shadow? Oh, come on, game. Right, I can hear it, I just can't see it. Yeah, there he is. Got a little bit of look from them. Of course, the downside of... Oops. The downside of the turret shooting the drones down is that I don't get any XP out of that. Right, so we found a copper deposit. We found something that's blue over here as well. What on earth is that? Can't see any more drones around it. Just curious to see what that is. Is that pentaxid? It is. So we've got a bit of arbitrary pentaxid in the middle of something here. That's a bit strange. I mean, I could shoot these creatures, but these creatures are friendly. No, I'm not going to shoot those. That's just mean. Just to show you guys, these are the new, almost bird-like dinosaurs that were introduced as part of 9.4. They're friendly, but of course if you shoot them they will attack. I think we can just get in here. Yeah. This one doesn't look too bad. So I think we're just going to come in here. And of course we'll just drop the cores down on here. And I mean, I'm not going to dig these out because, to be honest, if you haven't got a tier 2 drill, you're effectively wasting your time with a tier 1 drill for here. But we should be able to get in here, see if there's anything here. There's a couple of lockers here, so we can take these. Oh, furnishing deco. Oh, there's a med kit there. Certainly going to have that. That'd be useful. And we've got night vision goggles. Yes, we'll certainly take those as well. I really need to link this through so that when we loot stuff here, I think what we can do is just have a quick look. Well, we've got 16 cargo boxes here. And I think if we're going to do that, we're going to need to do it this way. Okay, cargo box 4. And I think what we're going to do is just put this straight into the container. I mean, I'm not expecting anything spectacular, just get basic resources from this. But basic resources is basic resources, it's got its uses. That power cores will be useful. A multi-tool, well, very least we can always shove them into the deconstructor once I've built one. I mean, eventually I will come back and take all this apart. Another multi-core, got an oscillator, more computers, some steel plates. Got some energy matrices, that's going to be useful. That's 5, yeah. Sorry, I lost count a bit there, guys. Some more, and it's all useful stuff. Even if it's not going to be, it's just fantastic loot. And we got a multi-charge. Oh well. I'm just going to jump back into here. What we're going to do now, guys, is go back south, and I'm going to drop the core on the rear section of the Crash Titan. Now I do know that there's special containers in there, but I'm not going to go looking for them in this part. This part is very much just testing out the defences for the hover vehicle. And I need something to shoot. There's got to be a pteropod around here somewhere to shoot up. So I just want to try out the Gatling guns. I think we can just get round the back here. Yeah, there's a big section here. And I think we can, yeah, we can probably drop the core over here somewhere. Yeah, I think just in here will do. 5. I think we can just drop it in there, give it a little bit of protection. Yeah, this looks quite deeply buried. I think this could be a little bit of an issue. Recovering stuff from here. So definitely go. Wow, we've got some cargo boxes here. Just to show you guys, any of you who've not done this, I'll just do the one. Oops, I've just recovered a cargo box. And I don't really want to spend all your time doing that. But the quicker way to do it is actually do this. So if we come back here, just point at this. We've got 9 cargo boxes in here, plus specials as well. So let's have a quick look down. I mean, I'd have to come back for the wardrobe, but we'll do the cargo. Oops, okay. Looks like someone was. We got hostiles coming in. This is one of the advantages of having turrets. But these guys were sneaking up on me, and the turrets responded and defended me. Looked after my interests very, very well. Just gonna go down here. I mean, I didn't even see those guys coming. Not that, because I was so targeted. So this is one of the reasons why you do want to have turrets on your hover vehicle, especially now since 9.4. I think that's good. I think what we're going to do, guys, is where is the ship? Up into the front section. Got lost a bit. So it's round that way a bit. I'd like to loot the cargo boxes. Ooh. And maybe this isn't such a good idea. We're going to have to be a bit careful with the loot, I think, because the ship's getting a bit heavy and a bit chunky. I'm just going to jump out here, and I'm just going to point at the ship, and I'm just going to access the cargo box. That's cargo box 2. I'm just going to start from the top and work down. Got an alien container here. Wow. An assault rifle tier 2. Well, we're certainly going to have that. The iron ingots are going to be an issue, and the Oh, this is going in the player inventory. This is actually going in the right one, actually. Alien container 2. We've got another assault rifle. Right, it's just... Yeah, this could overload me, so I'm gonna have to be a bit careful here. Got lots of ingots. Keep an eye on that. Alien container. We've got a projectile pistol tier 2. Well, we're certainly going to have that on our toolbar. Assault rifle tier 2. Let's just sort this out. I've got no ammunition for it, but steel blocks, I'm going to leave those behind, because if I pick those up, they're going to weigh my ship down and we're not going to do anything. Wow. Drill mechanics, small steel blocks. I think I'm going to leave some of this stuff behind, guys. I could pick up that and the magnesium powder. I'm going to leave the force fields behind and we're going to come back for them. Certainly going to take the tier 2 assault rifle. We're certainly going to take the explosives with us and the night vision goggles. I'll put the night vision goggles down there. We've done the tier 2 cargo box. That's up. I think we'll keep picking up the, whoops, wrong one again. This will be quite useful loot. It's going to send that over. 6, 7. Let's keep an eye on the weight. Laser pistol explosives. Yep, I think that just need a laser pistol to fire it with. I'm just going to pull away, and I'm just going to go south now towards the crash capital vessel. Now I've got to be a little bit careful because I am feeling the weight. I can tell. You watch. I come up here. You can see the hover vehicle struggling a little bit to get up over the weight here. So we need some food as well. Pop a couple of those. I think I can leave this stuff in my personal inventory just for the moment. I'm just going to go there. Oh, I just don't really want to go down to this dip because I don't want to get stuck in the bottom of the dip. I think those 2 drones came from this crash vessel here. I'm just going to put in here. I'm just going to call this as well. I think we'll just tuck it in there. Just have a quick look through. Oh yeah, there could be, wow, what we got here. Have a quick look at that. So that's just a large constructor. What a shame. If that had been an advanced constructor, that would have been brilliant. Some nice cargo boxes in here as well. Let's have a quick look at what we got here. We got 7 cargo boxes here. Of course, don't know why I did that. It's gonna crash capital vessel. We've certainly going to take that from the ammo box. Cargo box, well, we'll take that and that. I mean, there's a good chance there could be some special vaults buried down in here as well, but we will come back for that when we actually take these ships apart. And of course we've got a fridge in here as well. This fridge has always got spoiled food in. Yeah, I think this is going to take a little while to dig out, so I definitely need a tier 2 drill. And what we're going to do now is how much time we got. Well, it's just starting to get dark. I think we can get the front section. Now, if I remember correctly, the front section doesn't have as much loot as the rest. Now, one of these definitely does have farming plots in it, which will be useful when I start to build on my farm, which I want to build as a separate building from the main one. There's no drones hanging around here. And oh, this one we can actually go up through here like this, though it is struggling a little bit. Game's just going to. I'm just going to see if we can find somewhere to drop the core down. Normally there's a hole, but obviously there's not one. Oops. I think we can just drop the core in there. And just have a quick look. We've got some doors, we've got consoles, core which I've put on there. We've got a fridge which is going to contain spoiled food. Well, we'll take that anyway. Yeah, I've got a feeling this is the section with the grow plots. The problem is going to be getting into this because it's quite deep in the ground actually. Yeah, I mean that's really low in the ground. So the grow plots will probably be underground. I mean, if we can break through here, just do salvage here. Because now I've caught it, we can actually come through here and just take some hardened plates. Yeah, I've got a feeling whatever we want is going to be down here. It's going to make life very difficult. Just out some of this here. What I really want is the hardened steel plates or the hardened blocks, because I will want that for my SV. Yeah, just take that out. And well, we can have a quick look here. Hack through here. Yeah, this is well underground. Bit of a pain in the neck. Oops, just broke something. So another quick look through here. There's my core, which I was about to destroy. Not a good idea when you're doing something. Yeah. Another hardened steel plate. And of course, if we, well, I can always check again if we look at this. And what we got, there's no, doesn't look like there's any thrusters or anything like that. This is just, oh yeah, we've got a few thrusters here. We've got 3 thrusters on here, which we're going to be looking for. Take apart. And I think that's about it, guys. Oops, because the ship's getting a bit sluggish. And I think it's time to start working our way back. It's getting night. Plus, if I go back in this direction, we can reverse the clock. That's a creature. I mean, I'd still like to test out the Gatling guns if possible. No targets really presented itself at the moment. Maybe if I get back to the base, we can say hello to the local pteropod. Right, here we are, guys. We're back at the base, and we'll just see. Our local resident is hanging around. He normally hangs around just the other side of this area here. I'm just gonna. There he is. I think probably I'm gonna have to drop the so that we can get the. Oh, that was pretty good. So I'm just gonna go and get the food. These guys are a good source of meat and milk, strangely. Not sure why they've got milk, but maybe that's just a quirk of the game. And of course, being able to hunt with the Gatling guns should speed up my rate of gaining the XP I need to level up, because I do need to level up, because just to show you guys, I'm still, I think I'm on a level 8 and I need to get up to level 10 so that we can start opening up some of the more advanced features of the small vessel, which is going to be the next objective that I'm going to aim for. Well, I've got several objectives. Oops, we're under the base, which is giving me a bit of a problem. yeah, I've got several objectives. The first one is to get a farm up and running as a separate building. The second one is to get out and do a bit more exploring. Now I've got an offensive capability, maybe in the next part or something we can come round here and try and open up this area here. So I can certainly know there's some drones there. And of course the final part is to actually get an SV up and running. So that's all going to be for the future, guys. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.